150 years ago, bison like Sophie were almost hunted to extinction right here in Canada.
My name's Dirk Hackenberger. I'm with the Bowmanville Zoo. I'm the head trainer there. I'm actually 18 years old. My dad's the owner of the zoo that we're from, so I was kind of born into it. So I've been doing this essentially my whole life, which is why I like doing it so much. Ever since I was little, I've been wanting to work with these animals, and as I get older, I get to work with more and more of them. As head trainer now, I get to work with essentially all of them, so that's a lot of fun. It's really cool just growing up with these animals like that black jaguar right there. We're actually the same age. So I grew up with him essentially. He was always the cat. When my dad was walking him, he'd say, stay back a few extra feet, don't get close to him at all because he's very dangerous. And now I get to, 3 years ago when I was 15, I started working with him. So it's a lot of fun. We're based out of just east of Toronto, and we've been coming since the beginning of the summer. We started out in Brandon. We've been doing a tour ever since then, all throughout the western cities and things like that. This is actually our last stop, and then we're going to be heading home because we all have to go to school now. I'm actually going to university for zoology and then vet school because my mom's also the vet at the zoo we're from. So I'm going to be taking over my dad's zoo and my mom's vet clinic.
And that might have been a little scarier if he came out behind you.
I work with the 4-year-old lioness in there. I helped raise her actually when she was a little baby, and I've been one of her only trainers since then. And I also work with the two baboons and also the bison back there. Those are my animals, and then the rest of the animals are split up amongst the other staff that we have here taking care of them. I mean, I haven't had many situations where I've had the need to be scared. I mean, those situations are just so few and far between with these animals if you do the right things with them. It's the people who do the wrong things with them which make it very difficult for us to do our job sometimes. They don't take care of them properly, or they let wrong people in with them, and then that's when people start getting hurt or even killed, because these are ultimately wild animals, and that's the thing that you have to remember with them. They're not pets.
So where unfortunately they are a threatened species.
They're all born in captivity. We don't get wild caught animals. The wolf over there, the smaller one, is actually the mom of the larger one. She was rescued from the OSPCA. They were in an unsuitable environment, so we took them and we provided temporary housing for 6 wolves until they found a permanent home, and then we ended up keeping the one who had her puppies at the zoo at the same time. So since we work with our animals, every animal here we can walk on a leash, and it's because of their temperament. So we choose our animals based on their temperament. If we have an animal who we can't walk on a leash, then we can't do what we do with it. They'll go to another zoo where they're better equipped to take care of it in a protected contact environment rather than a free contact environment. It gives us the opportunity to take them out here, let them experience new situations, and then let them see new sights, let them smell new smells, hear new things. And it's a really enriching environment for them to grow up in.
Now, you may have heard me call Scoodles beautiful when she came in, and you're taking a look at her and maybe wondering